Hi, Patrick here. Back with another Dollar Tree Theater movie review. Dollar Tree Theater. Um, I guess we're calling it Dollar Theater now. I guess Dollar Theater, because we're still waiting for Dollar Tree to get back their movies, but they haven't done it yet. So we are gonna go with Dollar Theater for now on. So here on Dollar Theater, we will watch and review films that we have gotten for $1.25 or less. The concept was founded by our good friend Hobbs Hoare and Charles Cochran and Mr. Bones also chip in with their Dollar Theater reviews, and along with us, me, the Cheetah, us. If you guys want to join in on it, feel free to do so. Like I said, a movie that you got for $1.25 or less, whether you paid $1.25 for it or you got it as a gift, if you found it on the street, whatever it is, as long as you didn't pay more than $1.25 for it, it counts. So the movie that we're going to be talking about today is from 1999. It is the drama Mystery Alaska. That's right, I said drama. And it has some comedy elements to it, but this movie, all in all, is a drama. It stars Russell Crowe, Kevin Durand, Burt Reynolds, Mary McCormack, Hank Azaria, Colm Meaney, who was, of course, Chief O'Brien in Star Trek, Ron Elward, Adam Beach. Also has Michael McKean in it. It's a lot of stars in this movie. Definitely a lot of stars in this movie. And so the story basically is in a very small town of Alaska, Mystery, Alaska. They live for one thing. They live for what they call the Saturday game. And that is when the best players in the town get together and they play pond hockey. And you have to basically play well to keep your spot. And so once you get sort of age out or you're not playing too well, you could be replaced by the town's committee, town's mayor, and the committee. Russell Crowe is one of those gentlemen. He plays Sheriff John Beebe. He's a good hockey player, but he's getting older and he can't skate as fast as they used to. So so we see that he gets told that he's being replaced by a high school kid named Stevie Weeks, who's fastest as the wind and has a hell of a shot. And as this just as this happens, where John can't play hockey anymore, a gentleman who used to live in the town and has left, Charles Danner, he comes back and he tells the town that he wrote an article in Sports Illustrated about the team of Mystery Alaska, and now he's done even better. He's got them an exhibition game against the New York Rangers, and so the town gets really excited about it. And yeah, it's chance to be seen. Um, and so at first everything looks really cool, and then the Rangers players, they're already playing in the middle of the season, and they don't want to have. It's like during the All Star break, and they don't want to have to go to some small town in Alaska to play a hockey game. So they initially say, "Nah, this isn't worth our time." Well, they take the case to court, and the town's attorney he basically gives up his life to get the game in. He gives argument to why teams should come and honor their commitment to the small town, because the small town, they live for hockey, and this is their pride, and this is a source of their pride and their dignity, and to be spurned after they agreed to do the game and spend all that money doing so, well, it just isn't right. And unfortunately, our town's mayor, our town's attorney, Bailey, he then proceeds to fall dead in the courtroom. Um, but in doing so, in his last argument, convinced the court and the players' union, and basically it's a horribly bad publicity for the league if the team doesn't do it. So they agree to fly out to Mystery, Alaska, to take on the local boys in a game. Um, now they have asked John to coach the team, but he knows that he's not a coach. So he reaches out to a gentleman, Judge Walter Burns, who was played by Burt Reynolds, to coach the team. Even though Walter was never good enough to skate on the Saturday game. His son is though. His son Bertie plays and is really a really good player. But there's animosity between the son and the father for various reasons. Um, the father feels like the son doesn't pass. He does not, he's a selfish player, and the son resents the fact that his dad is sort of jealous of him because and that the son can't add up to, doesn't add up to his dad's eyes um, because he doesn't like the way he plays hockey. Um, so they do get the game, and the Rangers do fly up to the small town Mystery, Alaska, and they have a game. And it's a very exciting game, and I'm really glad that it turned out the way it did. But I really want to talk about is I remember seeing this movie back in the theater, and even back then I remember seeing it being slightly humor. It was humorous. There were some things that were humorous, but I really never felt the idea that this movie it's called a sports comedy drama. But even now, rewatching this movie is a straight out drama. This is not a sports comedy in a sense of like Bad New Bears or Major League or any like that. This is a drama. It basically takes a picture of a small town and the microcosm of takes a look at this town. The how Charles Danner, who got the game, he basically left the town to better himself, but got ridiculed for it. Then we see that a gentleman named Skink Martin, he's a good hockey player, but he's not a very nice person. He goes around and he sleeps with whoever he can, including the mayor's wife. Well, that hurts. It causes a lot of stress. It's not played for laughs. It's not a funny thing. And you see the damage it does. And you do see Judge Burns, played by Burt Reynolds, and he's a little bit frustrated by the behavior of some of his fellow town persons. When a gentleman gets shot in the foot by accident from a big company, um, they have a jury trial, and the guy gets off because he's the team's best player. It's not because he's innocent. It's because he's not. And yes, they show the representative. He cursed up a storm. Yeah, I would too. I would be pretty pissed off too if someone shot at me and shot me in the foot. I'd be pretty pissed off too. I'd be barking some language. Who wouldn't? But it doesn't give the right for them to let the guy who shot him off because he is the team's best player. And so, and then instead of playing it for laughs, which they don't, Judge Burns gets up there and he says how disgusted he is because he knows what just happened. And the drama is there. The little town doesn't want to get beat, and it's a great fear of them going out there and getting, losing 25-0. I mean, they could, and what would that prove? It would just destroy the town. It would, make them the laughing stock. So they put a lot of, they're taking a huge chance. They're taking as much chance playing the Rangers as the Rangers are playing them. So the game happens, and it's an exciting game. And it ends how it should be. A lot of times in these movies, the underdog always comes up and wins at the last second. And this movie, it doesn't. But in losing, the local town does it does play hard, and it earns the respect of the New York Rangers. I mean, they're these guys can play the game, and they can play it right. Um, it's a really good movie. I have not seen Mystery in Alaska for a while now, and I just picked it up. I haven't seen it in a long time. I picked it up for $1 at Family Video. This is where I got my copy at. I got my copy at Family Video, and I got it during one of their 10 for 10 sales. So I only paid $1 for this, but I hadn't watched it. I have so many other stuff to watch, as you can tell by the closet. And no, I'm not showing the closet. But I picked it up on one of my other boxes. I had not seen it in years, and so I went back to look at it, and I was surprised to see that the box office was not very good for this movie. It cost a bit of money. It cost $28 million to make back in '99, and it only made back $9 million. Now, this is before the movies got sent overseas, to different markets and whatnot. I'm sure if this movie came out today, it would be a hit. It would do very well. Um, the acting is really strong in this movie. The direction is really strong as well. The movie is directed by Jay Roach, and he did a fine job. This is a fine job. He doesn't play into cliches. He's not playing for cheap laughs. He's given an honest. He gives a real heartbeat to this movie, with the direction and the movie and the story is by Sean Byrne and David E. Kelly. Now, I do believe David E. Kelly is a major. He wrote tons of great shows, Picket Fences, Doogie Howser, M.D., Chicago Hope, The Practice, and the spinoff of Boston Legal. He has made so many great TV series. So he co-wrote Mystery Alaska, and you could tell by the writing. How good the movie this really is. Of course, Russell Crowe, being Russell Crowe, he was outstanding. And really what surprised me about him is that I did not realize he could skate as well as he can. But the man can skate. It was really fun to see him out there. Um, Overall, I would I would definitely recommend Mystery Alaska. I know it got played to death on cable back in the day. So I'm not sure. You should be able to find this easily enough out there. This should be easy to find. Secondary markets such as Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Amazon. You should be able to find a copy of this movie out there. It is rated R for language. It is rated R for language. I forgot about that. I thought this was PG-13. No, it is an R-rated movie, and believe me, it earns it. Um, Again, it's a fantastic film. Really enjoyed it, and I think you will too. And you don't have to like hockey to like Mystery Alaska. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider giving me and the Cheetah a sub, and also leaving a comment down below. Let us know what you think of Mystery Alaska, if you've seen it or not. And we will see you next Monday for Dollar Theater.